guys, and welcome back to our channel. Welcome back to this YouTube Market Watch and Master FX channel. And what we're going to be looking at this week is a bit of the top news, what's trending in the market, our market analysis, and then we're going to be having a look at our coin that we have been following for a while. And guys, before I kick into it, we just want to make sure that this is opinions of myself, all right, and it is definitely not financial advice, and trading and investing is a risk, all right. So only trade and invest what you're willing to lose and have some of that capital available that you're willing to put into it. So guys, let's kick it off. And this week, you know, everybody should be back at it. Everybody's back at the grind. Holidays are over. Everybody should be into the swing of things. It is now the beginning of the year and first quarter, and we want to see how things we are in the markets. All right, so guys, one of our news topics that we're wanting to kick off is in bitcoin.com. all right, and this week we've had quite a bit of or this past month actually, quite a bit of downside movements on Bitcoin itself. So there's different things that could be associated with that. So just having a look at our Bitcoin.com article, all right, it says US unveils bill giving Treasury Secretary unchecked ultra power to ban crypto transactions. Now, we're not too sure if this has been implemented as of yet, all right, but it's saying that it would essentially give Treasury, okay, this power to ban these transactions. Now, crypto space as a whole has been, you know, a lot of looked under, like with a microscope, with regulations, and that is obviously causing, you know, a lot of this downward pressure and uncertainty and volatility in the markets that we are seeing right now. So it's just showing you that the so-called special measures provision would essentially give these Treasury unchecked power to ban exchanges, other financial institutions from engaging in crypto transactions. Obviously that would be and give a bit of detriment to crypto in itself, and with this regulations and the taxes on crypto, which is one of the articles that I've touched on in the past, is what, you know, that is something that we need to understand, that with still of this bits of news that's coming out that we see. He says he warned that if adopted into law, the provision would be disaster, not just for crypto, but for privacy and democratic public process related to all types of financial transactions, elaborating. So, as mentioned, this would be devastating. They're obviously in talks with it, but the Treasury and government has been in talks with the regulations for a long time that is coming with the crypto industry. So why are we saying this? Why are we just touching on this again? It's because we just need to be cautious whenever we're getting into the markets. There's still a lot of talks about this regulations, talks about the tax, as I mentioned, now potentially a new law, all right, that is coming into the government at the moment. So this is something that we just need to keep an eye on, understand that we're at risks. We are coming into new charted territory with the crypto industry. So things like this, we just need to, when we see this, we need to know, right, we're not in that comfort zone now where people are comfortable. We have the regulations in place, so we just need to be cautious. There's another article, also of bitcoin.com, and it says here that Bank of Russia to monitor banks dealing with crypto exchanges. And this is another point, is that we have these people, governments, and monitoring cryptocurrency, monitoring the transactions, and these exchanges are huge, that are, all this money that is flowing through it is definitely going to be getting attention. Binance is one of the biggest ones, Coin market cap as well, another exchange, and the exchange is where you can purchase crypto, trade and buy and sell cryptocurrency on these exchanges. So they're saying, yeah, central banks ask Russia banks for details on crypto related transactions. So there's a lot of work about it, and it says here that do you expect Russia to regulate or crack down on online crypto exchanges? So there is talks of that. There is talks of news that Russia is looking at cracking down of it, and it says authorities have been going after crypto exchanges, as I mentioned, for the past few years. So part of the problem is that a range of crypto-related activities, including trading, remain unregulated even after the adoption of the law, digital financial assets. So that's why we're in the scope where everyone has got attention to this market. It's unregulated, and we need to be cautious. Don't ever think that it's just safe, our investment. Bitcoin, anything that we are putting our money in at the moment, especially Bitcoin, we're not too sure where it was created, and everybody is now looking at this because they've seen the returns potentially in this market, but then it also comes with the volatility because we have these types of news events. We have these crackdown on regulations, governments looking into the cryptocurrency, trying to ban exchanges, all right, unregulated. So these are things that are keeping the crypto industry at the moment, and most people are out of it because they are trying to make sure and wait until things are properly regulated and it's more adopted around the world. So due to this news, we've seen obviously Bitcoin falling, things are falling, crypto, most of the markets, even our NASDAQ and S&P 500s have been dropping, and that's due to various reasons. And one of the reasons as well is obviously due to the rate hikes, okay, which we're going to get to here. But in Cointelegraph.com, it says here, analyst says Bitcoin bounce at 36K means it's time to start thinking about a bottom. So are we at the bottom? We are going to get into the analysis soon, but it says that the bears remain in full control. All right, this is January 24th, and a lot of traders are getting hurt because they're seeing it as the bottom. They're trying to be buying and prices still dropping down. So what is this? There's different reasons for this, and what I mentioned was the rate hikes. The US are saying here for several weeks, the dominant conversation in US financial markets has been the prospect of up to 4 interest rate hikes, okay, by the Federal Reserve over the course of 2022. Now, what does these rate hikes mean? So if the governments are raising interest rates and rate hikes, that's basically what's going to happen. Is that gives two effects. One is they're trying to get money into the system, but also it can cause investments like stocks and cryptocurrencies, what we're seeing now, to start dropping. All right, if interest rates are dropped, then that means people will be able to spend more money goes into the economy, and we'll then start to see stocks and then start to go up. So these rate hikes, and if they are planning to have these 4 or 5 rate hikes throughout the year, we could see us going and continuing in this bear market, which is the market dropping to the downside. So it's saying here, but according to financial analysts, it says that the common misconception, because rate hikes kill risk assets. It says here, reversal of quantitative easing, okay? Check what happened in 2015, 2018 when the Fed turned off the tap, all right? Which is saying here that neither rate hikes nor quantitative easing unwinding killed risk assets. The uncertainty of whether the Fed has inflation under control, that is what is the current situation. So people are uncertain as to wondering what is happening with the inflation. As I mentioned, a few weeks, the inflation is at over a 30 to 40 year high, okay? It hasn't been this high in over 30 to 40 years in the US. So the inflation is bad, rate hikes are set to go up. So having this domino effect that seems to be starting to come into play, and cryptocurrencies have been following this pattern. They've been following the stocks market at the moment. Everything has been dropping, and crypto has been dropping along with it. So a lot of these news, again, regulations, the inflation, the rate hikes, all of that is causing all the markets currently to drop and coming down to good areas, but good potential areas to buy, but we're not too sure yet if we are at the bottom. So something to think about. all right, if we are at the bottom, but we will see. So we're talking about obviously the US potential, looking at, you know, banning crypto purchases and exchanges. Bank of Russia as well, looking at potentially cracking down on crypto. So again, negative talk on cryptocurrencies, causing the price to fall. Guys, let's get into our analysis and have a look at what we see with our major cryptocurrencies. And we can start getting a bit of a bigger picture going forward. So if we go to tradingview.com and let's go to BTC and let's look at our weekly time frame. All right, this will give us a bigger picture of of the pair and see where we are trading. As mentioned a few weeks back, that we've had this price, these equal lows over here, and that price was going to push through it, and we have. Okay, price has shot right through, and we've even tapped the 33,140 mark for BTC, and we've come into a very, very good discounted area. Now, are we at the bottom in order to start carrying on going up? Well, we're not sure. Price is still on the downside. All right, most people would potentially have a trend line like that, okay, which we've now bounced off. So we are at a good buying area. We are at a good buying area. The only concern that I have currently now is that we have a lot of this area at the bottom here at around 28,000, which we haven't really retested and gone through. So I'm wanting to see price take out this level, which is around 28,700. And if we start to see that price push through there, that would be definitely one of the best places to start looking for longs and start waiting for price to go up. So what I would do is, if we have that push through 28,700, start going into the market slowly, low risk, and potentially we could see then a price push up from there. So BTC, for me, we are still in the bearish trend. If we take this area here, which we've broken out of, you can see we could potentially just be pushing into this zone and then start to see price break down. So if we do have a push up, potentially back up to 42, and then from there we'll have to assess the market to see if we have that further decline or if we're breaking structure to the upside. So let's look at Ethereum, second largest cryptocurrency. And right now, as mentioned, we've also come into the discounted area, which I still have marked up. We can see we broke this dotted line, price spiked back into this low zone, into this gray box. And same for Ethereum. What I'm wanting to see is, we're at very, very good discounted zone, but we could just be heading back to these areas. We could be heading back to our 3,000 mark, and then from there have another dip to the downside. So for me, same thing, I'm looking for these zones over here. You can see where these wicks are pushed to. I would like price to be taken out there. Yes, it seems very low, but it is possible currently with the news that's going on, with inflation, with the rate hikes, we could still see price come to these lows. So for me, I'm waiting on my hands with crypto at the moment, because I don't think we have seen the bottom as yet. So these areas over here, potentially price could push into, but for me, I want to see these wicks be taken out. So if we do go up, we could potentially see this drop back down into this gray box, or take out my zone, and then from there we could then start seeing a potential reversal on the card. So for me, I want to see Ethereum be taken out 1716 zone before we can start looking to buy. Yes, it is low, but I do think with this news in the current market right now, we're going to be seeing it on the cards. If we do have upside though, back to around 3,000, 3,200 for Ethereum. Ripple, all right, same thing. This was my chart that I had marked up. Now what we see here is, this was this dotted line, 50, 51. This level, I want to see that taken out. We've taken out this low. Price has dipped into a very, very discounted area. But these equal lows, I want to see price be taken out. All right, so that's at our 51 level, and I want to see price dip into our 40 cents, potentially our 34,300 zone is where I'm wanting to jump in on Ripple. A very, very good price. 35 to 40 cents is what I'm looking at. If we go lower, even better. But I think to us at the moment now, that is a very good level to get in. So Ripple, guys, if we do have a push up potentially back to 76 or 80 cents, but I want to see this level taken out, come back into our buy zone for where we can then potentially see it ranging, and we want to then see the breakout to the upside for Ripple. So let's get into now some quick little altcoins which we have been following over the past few months, and ADA, okay, Cardona as well is a good one. We can see this level where we've come to, all right, and for me as well, we could potentially have found the bottom for this, but what concerns me again is these wicks at the bottom, all right, especially this one here, that if we do come lower, all right, we are in very good zones, and this one-sided market over here, we could come lower. So all at discounted, most of the altcoins you'll see as well, we had very good discounted areas, which means if you want to buy, it is the better time to buy than when you're at high. All right, so for me as well, very good zone. If we could come lower back into our 60 or 80 zone, so back into this area here just under the line, that would be beneficial. So ADA, Cardona, another one to look at. Solana is a good one, as we can see as well. I was looking at a potential reversal at this level, but we have now broken it. All right, so we've broken this zone. Price has come to a better discount. So what I mean by that, so if you look at this area from this low to this high, if we take this as the zone, we want to look to buy anything that is below our 50% level. So this little blue line is our 50%. We want to start looking at to buy anything in this area, which is our discounted zone. So the lower we go in that box, the better it is, the better chances for our risk to reward. So that was Cardona, Solana, very good areas as well to buy. LTC, which is a very good one as well. Litecoin, you can see we took out this liquidity, dropped into these lows, and we've actually taken out this low as well. So for me on LTC, very good. Litecoin at a very good level. We've actually come back into this zone over here. We can see we almost just wicked it. So what I'm wanting to see here is from here, potential reversal, possibly another spike to the downside, and then we want to start seeing a reversal, and this could go back up to our $275 easily for Litecoin. So those are three altcoins we just want to watch to keep on our radar. And now I want to show you guys what's associated with the metaverse. We have touched on this a bit. One is called the sandbox, all right, and if I just go from here quickly to my Instagram, and we'll just touch on a few of things that we've seen here. It says Russia Central Bank calls for total ban on all crypto countries. That's another news article, as I mentioned, that was causing the crypto to drop. This was my sandbox that I posted a while back, and we can see price was at just below $3, all right, and I'm looking, saying potential reversal, very good one to watch on the list. And we can see that was sitting over here at this box here, all right, at $3, and we can see we're now almost up at $4 for this. So the sandbox, very good. They make gaming for mobile phones, all right. And another one is MANA, so Mana, all right, very good one. We've broken these lows, which is good, and we've come back into this inefficiency price area over here. So for me, another one on the watch list, and these are also associated with the metaverse, with the gaming world, the digital world, the tokens and all that's coming now with Facebook. So those are two guys that I'm definitely wanting to follow. The third one is NVIDIA on TradingView. NVIDIA, and the same thing, all right, I also posted this on my Instagram, showing you that we are at good areas to buy, all right, showing you the trend, showing you that trend line that we had there. We sparked through it, all right, and we can see here back at TradingView that you can see that rejection on that zone, and from here we are now starting to push up. So very good zone for NVIDIA, another one to watch. So those are three guys we need to keep on our watch list right now. So Jumping into our coin, guys, following our analysis is, let's go have a look at ILUS Coin. Alright, if you guys don't know yet, haven't subscribed to our channel, please do so and take a look at ILUS Coin. Alright, where can you find ILUS Coin? ILUScoin.com. Have a read about it. Okay, it's an innovative crypto that works 24/7 and is providing technology and life-saving equipment to people that really need it. So it is backed by Trump, something truly amazing. So if we look at the price currently, guys, same thing. We've been following this price for a while. Price has come back into the discounted. We've had one rejection off that area, another rejection, and price is now pushing to the upside. And I'm wanting to see price continue. We could have another pullback, see another price retest, and start just going back up to our $1, which is what we're wanting to get towards. All right, so we're at very, very good levels. We're at a discounted level. Again, guys, as mentioned, if this is your range, we're at a very good discounted zone, and price is now starting to push up. We've had tested it twice off that support zone, and we want to follow that up to our $1 mark. So ILUS Coin, guys, good areas to buy. We're showing good signs to buy, which is good. And as mentioned, if we head over to iluscoin.com, it'll show you what about the white paper, what it involves, what is it backed by, the companies that are involved as well, public company, ILUS International, Toto Capital, another company, all right, and you are actually purchasing coins that are helping, that money is helped to purchase equipment that could actually save lives. So it's very, very good and backed by something real, and it's not just a pump and dump type of coin that is someone has just opened up and hoping that it's going to be this huge reward and then it drops again. This is not what we're after. This is for long term, all right? This is long term. So have a look at iluscoin.com, ILUS Coin on YouTube as well, ILUS Coin on Twitter, and let me know your thoughts. Give me feedback. Let's hear what you hear about it. So that's it for us this week, guys. Head over to my Instagram page. I'm posting quite a few things there on what is happening with some news on crypto, some of the metaverse to look out for, and we'll also post some of our weekly Forex analysis there, where you can, if you want to trade intraday or weekly, you can have a look at some technicals or fundamentals to help you along the way. So guys, have a good week, have a good trading week, and we will be back next week with some more info. Keep well, trade safe, speak to you soon.